A rocky start for Addington Primary School in Durban as parents clashed over admissions. Some South African parents say their children have not been placed, alleging that space has been occupied by children of undocumented foreign nationals. Silethiwe Ndlovu is at the school and joins us now live with the latest. Silethiwe, a completely different picture from what we saw yesterday. Today seems slightly calmer, yet we know there are still placement issues. What have we been able to find out from the school itself?
Well, at this point, Arabile, as you've rightfully indicated, quieter scenes indeed this morning, as you can see from behind me. Those parents that were here yesterday, a number of them did not return, but we know that coming from parents that are foreign nationals, they were here this morning and they state that they were here to ensure that their children are safe. They state that at this particular moment, the children, the immigrant children that go to this particular school state that they are not feeling safe after the conflict that actually transpired yesterday. But I'm going to bring in now one of those parents who's going to share some of his concerns and sentiments, of which, of course, we heard a number of those concerns yesterday. But I want to start off by speaking about the reason why, parents such as yourself chose to return once again this morning.
Yes, we chose to. Thank you for the question. My name is Oscar Nyamabo. And we decided to return this morning because of the safety of our children. We feel that our children are not safe, and we want to make sure that the children they're entering in the classroom safely.
Why do you feel that your children are not safe?
Yeah, because of what happened yesterday and before yesterday. So yesterday it was this movement of March to March. They were here and claiming that they want our children to come out of school and South African children must go in the class. So, and we feel that it's not safe for our children.
Maybe just to talk to me about your views in terms of the conflict that actually transpired yesterday. I know you had a conversation with some parents that were gathered here, but just talk to me about some of the views that you share as someone that comes from another country.
Yes, we noticed that what happened, it was not fair, because as far as we know, at the school, it's always first come, first serve. And this is South African school. It's in South Africa. Most of the children who are studying here, they are South African. They are national. But they are a little bit foreigner here, as in all the school. And it's not fair. You can't say that the foreigner children, they must go out of the school and only South African must be in the school. So as people came first, the parents, they brought the children first, and the place was vacant, and they got admissions. And they all have a paper. There is always the requirement that the school asks, is the papers, and we all have those papers. So, and it was not fair.
You mentioned the point of fairness. My next question is on fairness, because there's a lot of South African parents that feel as if South African children should be prioritized because we are in South Africa. Just speak to me about your view on that. The fact that South African parents and March state that South African children should be prioritized.
No, we accept that. We accept that because you see, the children, the school is in the area, and in different areas there is a different populations. So this is in South Beach. That means the priority will be the people who are staying around here in this environment. We understand that the South African, when they came, they must be prioritized, and that is always what happened, because we even notice it. And we don't have a problem with that. As long as there is a place, they must put other children, accommodate other children. Yeah.
And just a last one on my side. One of the biggest concerns that has also been raised by many South Africans as you speak about fairness is that they state that some foreign nationals that are in the country are undocumented. And they state that if they are in the country legally, then it would be understandable. But a number of them are in the country illegally. Just your point in terms of that, perhaps undocumented immigrants placing their children in South African schools.
I think that is a responsibility of the government with their home affairs, because everywhere in the world you find the illegal people, the illegal immigrants, and it's a work of the government to do that. There is a home affairs, there is the immigration, they are there. So they must do their work. Those who are legal, but those who are the children who are here, they all have documents. And I don't know how you can go and harassing people who are documented. As I can show you, I've got my ID. I've got my ID. I'm a resident here. I came here since 1999. You understand? So how can you say that? And my child must live out. Those children, they were born here. They are studying here. Where we must take them? You understand? If someone is illegal, take him back. Take him out of the country. It's a law everywhere in the world. So in that point, we not agree with that. The government has a right to take all those who are undocumented to go back to their country. But those who are documented, they're living here legally, please, they must leave them live their life. Because everywhere, South Africans, they are not only in South Africa. There are South Africans in Congo who doesn't even want to come here. They are working very well. They're in the mining section. But here in South Africa, there is not even one foreigner who is working in the mining sections. So the South Africans, they are also everywhere. Really, these things of harassing people, foreigners, it can go vibing everywhere in the world, and there will be no peace in the world. Really, they must deal with those undocumented foreigners and leave those who are documented to live peacefully.
Oscar, thank you very much for your time this morning. Thank you very much. As you heard Arabile from that conversation, a very critical point coming in at the end there, where he shares the same sentiments that was shared by one of the South African parents whom we spoke to earlier on, who states that it is the government that should be doing their job. It's also the job of Home Affairs to ensure that those that are in the country illegally are dealt with accordingly, but also stating that those that are in the country legally should be left to be in the country legally. But then again, that is a question in terms of what is being done, not only just by the government, but those relevant departments in terms of ensuring that those foreign nationals that are in the country are actually in the country legally.
Yeah, so question marks then for Home Affairs as well as basic education officials all around with